During World War II, when supplies were scarce and every resource mattered, home gardeners became experts in self-reliance. They couldn't just run to the store for chemical sprays or synthetic fungicides, so, they turned to what they already had in their kitchens. Out of necessity, many discovered a formula that not only wiped out powdery mildew and garden pests, but also strengthened plant immunity over time. This old wartime remedy, often called the Blight Buster, is just as powerful today as it was 80 years ago, and it costs almost nothing to make. The secret is in the simplicity of household ingredients. This World War II-era cure worked because it relied on simple, natural ingredients that are both antifungal and antibacterial. During wartime rationing, gardeners used what they could, baking soda, vinegar, soap, and sometimes milk, to combat the white powdery fungus that plagued vegetables, roses, and fruit trees. These humble pantry items create an environment where fungal spores can't survive, while also cleaning plant surfaces and deterring soft-bodied pests like aphids and whiteflies. The most common version of the recipe came from the Victory Garden manuals distributed across Allied nations. It called for 1 tablespoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of mild soap, like Castile or any unscented liquid soap, and 1 litre of water. Some gardeners added a teaspoon of vegetable oil or even a splash of milk to help the mixture cling to leaves longer. These ratios were tested and adjusted by families who needed every tomato and bean to survive wartime shortages, and they still hold up for organic gardeners today. The chemistry behind the recipe is straightforward but powerful. Baking soda alters the pH on the leaf surface, making it slightly alkaline. Powdery mildew spores need a neutral or slightly acidic environment to germinate, so when the surface becomes more alkaline, the spores dehydrate and die off. The mild soap acts as a surfactant, breaking the surface tension of the leaf so the solution can spread evenly. It also suffocates small pests and soft-bodied insects that cling to the undersides of leaves. Adding a small amount of vegetable oil or milk increases the mixture's sticking power, ensuring it doesn't wash off easily in light rain or dew. Milk adds beneficial enzymes that further inhibit fungal growth while providing a trace of calcium and protein, which can slightly boost plant health. Together, these ingredients form a layered defense system that's gentle on plants but devastating to pathogens. Start by adding 1 tablespoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of mild liquid soap into 1 litre, so about 4 cups, of clean water. Stir the mixture gently until the ingredients dissolve completely. If you're treating a larger area, just scale up the recipe, keeping the same ratios. For better adhesion, add 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil or a tablespoon of milk per litre of solution. Pour the mixture into a handheld or pump sprayer and, give it a good shake before each use. Spray the affected plants thoroughly, coating both the tops and undersides of leaves. Always apply in the early morning or late evening when the sun is weak to prevent leaf burn. For powdery mildew, repeat this process once every 7 days until the infection disappears. For preventive care, spray every 2 to 3 weeks during humid or damp conditions when fungal pressure is high. If pests like aphids, mites or whiteflies are the issue, a slightly stronger mix can be used. Increase the soap to 2 teaspoons per litre, but keep the baking soda ratio the same. The goal isn't to burn or strip the plant, but to create an environment where pests can't thrive. The gardeners of the 1940s didn't have access to lab-made fungicides, yet they managed to produce abundant food with resourcefulness and discipline. They understood that the secret to a healthy plant was balance, using just enough intervention to support natural resilience, never overwhelm it. This mindset is something modern gardeners can relearn today. By relying on home-brewed, biodegradable solutions, you reduce chemical buildup in the soil, preserve beneficial insects, and protect groundwater. These wartime recipes weren't just practical, they were sustainable before sustainability became a buzzword. Every spritz of the Blight Buster strengthens your soil's microbiome rather than harming it, allowing future crops to grow stronger with fewer inputs. While the classic formula remains powerful, modern gardeners can take it further by combining it with fermented plant extracts or compost teas for added benefits. For example, adding a tablespoon of worm-casting tea or a splash of seaweed extract to the mixture provides a nutrient lift, helping leaves recover faster after infection. If you're managing a large garden, alternating between this spray and a diluted neem oil solution can keep pest populations under control while preventing fungal resistance. You can also experiment with the pH balance of your solution depending on your plants. Tomatoes and cucumbers, for instance, tolerate slightly alkaline foliar sprays, while delicate herbs prefer milder applications. Always test a small patch of foliage first before treating the entire plant. When you use this old-fashioned mixture, you're not just applying a solution. You're carrying forward a legacy of resilience. It's a reminder that gardening isn't about buying the next miracle product on a shelf, but about understanding the chemistry of life in the soil and on the leaf surface. This WWII recipe embodies the best of both worlds, science that works and sustainability that lasts. It's easy, cheap, and proven through decades of use. Most importantly, it gives gardeners independence from synthetic chemicals and factory-made formulas. Every time you mix baking soda, soap and water into that sprayer, you're connecting with generations of growers who faced real challenges and triumphed through creativity and care for the land. If you've been battling powdery mildew, aphids, or other common garden pests, try this WWII Blight Buster before spending a cent on chemical treatments. It's safe, effective, and made entirely from ingredients sitting in your kitchen right now. Watch how your plants respond, greener, cleaner, and stronger after just a few treatments. For more time-tested gardening secrets that work as well today as they did for our grandparents, subscribe to Gentle Herb Living and share this video with a friend who's tired of wasting money on quick fixes. Let's keep the old ways alive. The earth remembers what works best.